Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nurul Ashikin from IB20. Today I would like to present about the impact of nepotism among employees in Ethiopia, Asian countries and Pakistan. Of institution in Ethiopia, the author are Chinidi Walio Kawa and Elif Torrent, and the publisher is from Press Academia. For the variable, there are two variables in that article, which is firstly nepotism and second disengagement. And for the next article, workplace spiritually and nepotism favoritism in selected Asian countries, the role of gender as moderator. The author for this article is Kaisa Iqbal and Nurhalisna Ahmad. The publisher is Emerald Insight Publishing Limited. The variable for this article is nepotism, role of gender, workforce, spiritual, compassion, mindfulness, transcendence, and lastly, meaningfulness at work. For the third article, nepotism effect on job satisfaction and withdrawal behavior and empirical analysis and economic factor from Pakistan. The author was I. Sefraz et al. The publisher is from Korea Institute of Science, Technology, Information. This article will discuss about the impact of nepotism among employees in Ethiopia, Asian countries, and Pakistan. Nepotism is actually one of the critical business ethic issue because this is one of the type of corruption. Nepotism can be defined as having special privilege to grant relative or friends to enter various fields such as politics, business, and also entertainment. When applying nepotism in organization, the new hire employee who relative to the employer may not qualify to the job, while other candidates who do not have any connection but have a qualification will not get the job at all. So, if this thing long lasting, it will make company lose a lot of revenue and management will be disarray. The first article is about analysis about nepotism and disengagement among employees in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a country in Africa where corruption has been discussed for decades, but government not take action due to lack of evidence. Because of that, the researcher decide to make a study about nepotism in Ethiopia. There are 255 employees were selected and filled out the questionnaire through face-to-face interview and online form. In order to measure variables, nepotism and disengagement skills, and also skills with 6-point interval were used in this study. There are two factors of nepotism, which are nepotistic relationship and preferential policy. In result, nepotistic relationship significantly and positively contribute to disengagement, whereas preferential policy did not significantly contribute to the disengagement. Managerial intervention must control are needed to control unethical behavior in the organization. The second analysis article about the workplace spirituality and nepotism favoritism in selected Asian countries. There are two perceptions towards nepotism that can be categorized as firstly, undesirable and should be avoided, and secondly, employees do not have negative perception towards nepotism. For the dimension, there are 4 things, which is dimension of spirituality and have 4 things, which is the firstly compassion, secondly mindfulness, thirdly meaningfulness at work, and fourth, which is the last one, transcendence. The population of this study is from employee in the banking sector of Singapore, Malaysia and Myanmar. The methodology, we are using Google Docs to conduct online research, and we provide 150 and they provide 150 questionnaire for each country. The data has been collected from Pulau Pinang, which is Malaysia, Yangon from Myanmar, and Singapore City for Singapore. All four dimensions of workplace spiritually have significantly negative influence on nepotism. The third article analysis is about nepotism effect and job satisfaction and withdrawal behavior in Pakistan. Nepotism in Pakistan will be used widely around the country and the impact financial and economic issue. There are some methodology that used for this research. Firstly, qualitative approach. Secondly, convenience sampling nepotism skill. Convenience sampling. Third, nepotism skill. And fourth, job satisfaction. The solution that the researcher stated that government need to enforce merit system to encourage employee, while human resources manager must take extra precaution to prevent nepotism in the workplace. Declining nepotism behavior from organization can improve many things, not only the organization but also country. For the comparison of three articles. So first article, we look at the relationship between nepotism and disengagement between employees in interview, while the second article, the relationship between workplace spirituality and nepotism favoritism in selected ASEAN countries, which are in Malaysia, Myanmar and Singapore. For the third article, the relationship between nepotism effect on job satisfaction and withdrawal behavior in Pakistan. For the variables that they are, even though they are using nepotism, but they have variety of variables, such as for example, article 1 using nepotism and disengagement, article 2 using nepotism, role of gender, workplace spirituality, compassion, mindfulness and others. And lastly, article 3, the third article, the variable that being used are nepotism, job satisfaction and withdrawal behavior, social and ethical value, lastly economic development. For the discussion part, based on the article, relationship between nepotism and disengagement in the case of institution in interview, the evidence stated that nepotism led to less disengagement among employees, as the hypothesis for this study were partially supported, while other studies from the article workplace spirituality and nepotism favoritism in selected ASEAN countries, the lack of work spirituality may contribute to human rights issues such as discrimination and nepotism due to separate workplace spirituality. The next study is nepotism effect on job satisfaction and withdrawal behavior from Pakistan, shows that nepotism gave a bad impact on the development of the country. In the conclusion, nepotism can give huge impact to the society around the world. All organizations need to eliminate nepotism in the employment system in order to have good future. Government need to supervise all illegal and unethical activities that happen in country. This is because when we are applying good ethics, it will help us to keep existing customer, reduce employees turnover, and avoid lawsuit. When company having good ethics in business, it also can help them to face challenges when serving the society, society who have variety of attitudes and variety of culture. At the end, country will become prosperous and will be safer than before. That's all from me. Thank you.